I want to grow my own shit.
Is that DC Farmer, that DC Farmer, that DC Farmer.
DC Farmer Show.
Is that DC Farmer, that DC Farmer, that DC Farmer. Jay! Used to get my piece from AZ. Mary Jane is the case that they gave me. Trips from the West Coast stop real fast. DC Farmer show the masses how to grow grass. No till the method, be attentive, slow learner. The raw sheets turn that gas to a slow burner. Big worm got the strains in variety. Jeff Sessions trying to fuck up the society. Cannabis community, rise up, eyes up. Fight for your right to light or eye shut. Loud from the motherland, I'm getting high in stadium. Super gas, no clone, it grown with vibranium. Trichome chasers, council of the grower. Self-sufficiency, that's how we need our smokers. Alien dream turn Girl Scouts into soldiers. Smoking doja. Contact if you come closer. Every Monday, 10 to 11 p.m. Focus on that grow, watch the show with your BM. Comedy bud, interviews, real lit. The DC Farmer Show, educate real shit. The DC Farmer, that DC Farmer, that DC Farmer, that DC Farmer Show. Is that DC Farmer, that DC Farmer, that DC Farmer Show. Is that DC Farmer, that DC Farmer, that DC Farmer Show. Is that DC Farmer, that DC Farmer, that DC Farmer Show.
I want to grow my own shit.
Is that DC Farmer, that DC Farmer, that DC Farmer.
DC Farmer Show.
Is that DC Farmer, that DC Farmer, that DC Farmer. Jay! Used to get my piece from AZ. Mary Jane is the case that they gave me. Trips from the West Coast stop real fast. DC Farmer show the masses how to grow grass. No till the method, be attentive, slow learner. The raw sheets turn that gas to a slow burner. Big worm got the strains in variety. Jeff Sessions trying to fuck up the society. Cannabis community, rise up, eyes up. Fight for your right to light or eye shut. Loud from the motherland, I'm getting high in stadium. Super gas, no clone, it grown with vibranium. Trichome chasers, council of the grower. Self-sufficiency, that's how we need our smokers. Alien dream turn Girl Scouts into soldiers. Smoking doja. Contact if you come closer. Every Monday, 10 to 11 p.m. Focus on that grow, watch the show with your BM. Comedy bud, interviews, real lit. The DC Farmer Show, educate real shit. The DC Farmer, that DC Farmer, that DC Farmer, that DC Farmer Show. Is that DC Farmer, that DC Farmer, that DC Farmer Show. Is that DC Farmer, that DC Farmer, that DC Farmer Show. Is that DC Farmer, that DC Farmer, that DC Farmer Show. regular J. This that super unleaded, watch me set it ablaze. I don't even blame you niggas, y'all just set in y'all ways. Don't get jammed up and wake up with a tech in your face. This a marathon, Slim, don't get left in the race. Trump bitch ass, wanna see the death of my race. I'm a OG, that G.O. Sour smelling like B.O. Makes you loud, no Neo. Like pop with my amigo. You can't blaze without puff, nigga. You used to that huff, nigga. Lemon haze had them stuck, nigga. Baby lungs can't fuck with you. I'm in the building like fuck the system. I'm puffing ism, I'm a fucking menace. Cause I slumped the witness. When I smoke, don't get you high, so nigga mind your fucking business.
Slow down.
My bad, in high school I was in high class. Graduated with a 3.5. Now the teachers buy my gas. Ride past 12, middle finger erect. Fuck 'em. DC Farmer got a new strain, so we gon' puff it.
All I wanna do is smoke my gas. You hating ass niggas never last. Why y'all busy dwelling on the past? I'm smoking on that pressure, counting cash. All I wanna do is smoke my gas. You hating ass niggas never last. Why y'all busy dwelling on the past? I'm smoking on that pressure, counting cash.
Y'all niggas keep smoking that huff. Man, we smoking that kush, nigga. That hangover kush.
Straight from Niger.
All y'all niggas with the same old gas. Keep smoking that bullshit. So peaceful. Just drinking.
What's up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the DC Farmer Show. Got my guest or co-host here with me, Stoner Oh So Well.
What's good,
202.
sir? What up? What up?
What's going on with you, man? How was your
Chilling,
weekend?
man. Hey, it was Father's Day weekend. Chilling, man. How was yours?
It was cool, man. It was cool. Definitely, that's all I did was actually chill. I wanted to be left alone.
I know. I was watching you, though. It didn't look possible, though. You look surrounded by everybody. You got your
Yeah.
daddy love on.
Yeah, I mean, you know, but once I got my downtime, I got my downtime.
True shit.
Yeah. So, but other than that, man, I'm gonna start off the show by shouting out. I definitely still want to shout out, and I'm gonna always do this on every show. I want to shout out Trollmasters Agro. That's again on IG. Trollmasters .agro on IG. Trollmasters.agro for all your control environmental needs in your grow room. Make sure y'all check them out for sure. And right here on Listen Vision, you know how we do what we doing every Tuesdays and
Every
Fridays.
Tuesday, we got Tasty Tuesdays, right? So we got food for y'all. Y'all really need to come try. Then he just asked about Fridays, right? You got dope rap skills, come through. Show your skills. Freestyle Fridays, man.
Yeah, and definitely, and Listen Vision be lit on Fridays, man.
That's my
Top
favorite.
shows, like I said, the Freestyle Friday
Freestyle
battles,
Friday.
man. It's always something happening. Jeremy definitely takes his day on Friday to do
Hey.
his show too. He always got top guests on his show, so Fridays be lit on Listen Vision Live. So make sure y'all tune in, man. Make sure y'all tune in to Listen Vision for sure.
Hell, not just tune in. If you're in the area, come in. Live audience, man.
And for everybody tuning in the chat, thank y'all. Today, we're going to be talking about growing for sure. I have a couple growers with me today. And we also going to be talking about the arts and the culture of the cannabis community in the city as well. So before we get into that, man, you got anything you want to talk about?
Father's Day gifts, man. What did you get for Father's Day?
What I get for Father's Day?
Yeah, what you get, man?
A whole bunch of happy Father's Day.
Well, you know,
I wasn't expecting nothing, though, but I ain't really get too much of nothing, man. Just love from the family. That's good enough for me.
True. Well, you know, high times, you know, run to them. You see what you get for Father's Day. They had a couple interesting things on there. One thing I liked was a lampshade. You know, you put it in there and it gives the shadow of a marijuana plant on your wall. Shit was super dope.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Now, who gave you that?
High times. You find
they
it's a
sent
high
it to
times
you.
article. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then they had a new vaporizer from PAX. So, you know, a couple things to look into.
Now, have you tried that yet?
Not yet. I'm
That
ordering that. I'm
vaporizer?
gonna have that real soon, man.
Now, how does that work?
You know what I'm saying? Regular vaporizer, just I guess a better hit, cooler pull. You know what I'm saying?
So it's a vape pen.
Vape pen. Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up, man. I mean, well, we got a lineup of guests today, so I'm gonna get started early, and we're gonna get started real quick. So, first up the bat for us today, man, we're gonna talk about growing locally out here today. It's Fridays from at Dope DC Crates. Now look, she's gonna be talking on the mic, y'all. Y'all not gonna see her on the camera. She's camera shy, so we're gonna respect that for sure in the cannabis community.
True shit. Give me
But go ahead on and introduce yourself. Huh?
What
Go
up?
ahead.
I'm Friday, and I'm with Dope DC Creates, which is an art and cannabis collective of the DMV. We started about 2 years ago and kind of came out a year ago when things started going a little crazy in our community.
Now, what exactly is Dope DC Creates?
All right, so Dope DC Creates is an art and cannabis collective. So we started in the DMV. The reason for that is I do cultivate cannabis. And what I was finding, a lot of my friends are artists. And we would go to a lot of shows, a lot of local shows, art shows, music shows, whatever. People would, yo, Friday, this music is dope. I'm like,
Right,
yeah,
right.
did you cop the art? Did you cop the music? Nah, but they would want to get something. And I was like, nah, go get that music. I'll give you this. This is nothing. Because they don't know the value of it, because they don't understand.
Right.
So I was seeing a lot of my struggling art friends. They weren't making anything, so I was like, hey, let's start a collective where we could just draw attention to this in multiple ways. How art needs to be talked about, cannabis needs to be talked about. At the time, they were like demonizing both. They're trying to pull all the art classes out of schools, trying to take all the arts away.
They ain't trying.
Defund, yeah, they're defunding.
They doing a good job of it.
Right. Don't forget to vote tomorrow, guys. Yeah, so that's how it started. We wanted to give artists a platform to get their art out there, but also give the local community access to safe cannabis and cannabis that where you can kind of get to know your growers.
Now, you
essentially.
also mentioned, like, while we have you here, that you're also a cultivator. How did you get into that?
It's a family business, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I started growing before I even knew that it was wrong. And then, you know, life happens, you see it. I didn't even, so I stopped when I kind of realized what it was doing. I kind of fell victim to the propaganda. And, you know, when I got to high school, I had a knee injury. And, you know, through rehab and everything, I was on medicine. I did the whole pharmaceutical joint, but I was actually allergic to all of the painkillers that they were giving me. And I just know from family use that, hey, this may be an answer. I did it when I was young, so I went back towards it. I started cultivating again, went into a little, you know, legal trouble.
Now, when you say when you say it was a family thing, did you grow up around it as a child, as your parents were growing, and like?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, I grew up around it, as in my cousins, all my family, but
The plant was always around.
always around, but not how it is. It wasn't demonized. It was used in teas,
Right.
food. I mean, my family was growing it. However,
I mean,
it
but
wasn't around that.
anyone with a conscious mind, man, know that the plant is trying to be demonized, but there's nothing to be demonized about the plant. Anyone with a conscious mind or any slight of intelligence know that this plant is definitely has its medical purposes. So you know, I guess your parents and your cousins and your family in general was just smart enough to see through the bullshit for sure.
Absolutely not. Actually, my parents are anti-cannabis.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't until I started this collective when I was like, hey, you guys aren't getting the correct information. I
Right.
realized why they were so anti-cannabis, and it wasn't because of the plant. It was because of what it was doing to my family specifically. You know, people going to jail over this plant, and they don't want to see that. They don't want to see their loved ones hurt.
The effect that it was having on
Right.
our community.
So they're just
not
like-
necessarily what the plant do to people.
Right. I mean, they're not saying, hey, it's, you know,
Yeah, I
nothing else.
understand. Right.
However, they don't want it to hurt our community. But
Yeah.
I tried to give them a different, you know, look at it. As like it's not the plant that's hurting our community. It's the, you know, everything around it.
I mean,
the politics
Basically,
around it.
yeah.
Why?
Yeah, but
why
I
is it so
understand.
illegal?
I understand also from a, like you said, a
It's
parent's
Father's Day.
perspective, right? You see what I'm saying? I understand that because they don't care about that other shit. They just want to make sure you're safe. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at it from that point of view, I understand it. But at the same time, us as grown kids, now we also got to let them know, well, we got to fight through this as well. We can't keep getting chastised about cannabis, man. You know what I'm saying?
Which totally understand, which is, again, another reason why we started Dope DC Creates. Our premise is to educate, advocate, inspire, and create. So through that, the first thing on the agenda would be education. Because through your education, you automatically, when you're educated, you're going to turn into an advocate.
Right.
Without even knowing it.
Yeah.
And so,
because it's not even. It's like, man, it's not even being an advocate. It's just like, whoa, I just found all this out,
knowledge,
and I want to spread it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to spread the word. I also want to let everybody else know.
Incorrect information.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Your boy will be like, oh no, cause yeah, man.
You know they've been telling us some bullshit for so long. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
start to believe it.
Yeah.
So once you educate them, you can advocate. Once the advocacy comes, you're walking of that. So you're gonna inspire others through the way you walk, through your speech. Now a lot of people are advocates, but they may not have the facts or the words to back what they feel up. So it is our job as a community to give them that knowledge, that power. And then so you're going to educate, they're going to turn into advocates, and they're going to inspire others through that advocacy. Well, the only thing left to do is create a better community through it.
Same way you
right?
did for them in the first place.
Amen. It's just like growing, right?
So, what are the challenges for you growing cannabis?
Yeah, so after the legal trouble, I did travel a lot, and I ended up getting property on the other coast. So it's transitioning from indoor to go back to sun-grown, back now to indoor.
You lead to the good question I'm about to ask. So, okay,
the legality,
so you grew on the West Coast, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, you had that experience. So what are the challenges of growing out here in D.C.?
Challenges, honestly.
Because I know I know it's a complete difference from actually growing in the West Coast, our environment, anyways.
I guess right now the challenge I'm most on is keeping better logs on like my newts, changing over because I'm running different systems. So out there you're just doing one. It's mostly everything's in soil. You're doing everything through amendments, and when you do, it's I guess you have more time to see the effect. It's not like you have to catch it right away and just like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
So it's a balance.
There's definitely
of that patience.
some truth to that.
All right. So
there's definitely
It's kind of like a balance of patience and seeing if it's a deficiency. Like I don't want to change my growing style away from when I went over there. It wasn't about just the cannabis. It was about the whole culture, the permaculture, growing correctly, giving back. So I guess the difficulty I'm finding is, one, the limitation in size that I'm having here. Okay. And so you don't have as much error in terms of experimenting over there. It's okay, I'm going to do 10 like this, 10 like that.
Right.
And then I can change, this batch I'm going to change something. This one I'm going to do a different.
You definitely have to scale your whole mentality of going down.
Well, yeah, I mean, but it goes back to the normal growing. You have to start planning out better. Okay, this is what I have room for. This is what I'm going to grow. It just goes back to, the regular garden calendar.
You go back to newts, coming back to this side, that you feel it was more easier to control and growing in that manner, like in our small space and environments that we do have to grow in?
My new mentor is teaching me. I'm learning. I'm just learning right now. I don't even know how to put it. I don't want to grow that way, but it's not mine because we are helping people.
Right.
So
it's just like
it's not growing your way. If you could grow your way, how would you do it?
I would be just guerrilla grow in the woods somewhere. Honestly, I mean, to me, I want to be a part of my plants. I want to wake up with them, sing to them. Like, I want to be out there. It's not like, in a sense, they look trapped to me. I know they look better to you, and I love it. But I just I free the plant. You know what I mean? Like,
I understand that point of view.
I want to liberate them out of some of these tents I see. Like, these little
I thought about doing guerrilla grow out here. Like, 'cause there's some patches of wood out here that you might could get away from doing it, but It's too many deers out here, man. I don't think that shit will last. There's deers everywhere in the city, man, and that's just wild to me, man.
Light that will keep you safe from both things.
Huh?
Light that. So run some tarps over. But no, I wouldn't do that here. I'm just saying, like, in terms of what I would like to see is just more space.
Hell yeah.
More the laws change so we can.
Right in your face.
Yeah.
Trust me, I would love it to be that way.
What's that?
I mean, you want more plants, right? Can we do more?
Legally. And the legal aspect of it, I just want people to be able to grow. I mean, if you have a tent, I want you to be able to grow food and cannabis, like, you know,
in one setting. That's dope.
everything.
Okay.
Yeah, that goes hand in hand for sure, definitely. But I mean, I don't know, man. How do you like it? I guess the culture out here now. How do you like how it's going? What do you see that? I mean, I don't know how to ask this. What do you see that you like and that you don't like? Especially you experiencing the West Coast culture as well. You know, like, because they've been doing it for a minute before it even broke out here. So, how do you see the cannabis community out here and where it's headed?
Man, this is the real Wild West. I really think that right now. Out there, yeah, they've been doing it for a while, so it's established. Even though it's not regulated, it's kind of established.
Right.
Everybody respects. Everybody has their place. Out here, everybody's trying to find their place. Honestly, I feel like DC is getting exploited in so many different ways. The cannabis industry doesn't need to be another point of exploitation, and that's what I see. Before we got here, we were keeping up with what's going on in the scene. All these, like, the bus, and, like, to me, cannabis is not about the violence and all this. And I really think that, like, I mean, we got something amazing here, and it's sad because I feel like we threw it away so quickly. We could have done a lot more with it, but I feel like, I'm not saying it's over, like, I feel like we have an opportunity to do more. So that's why we teamed up with some amazing other folks in the community, and we're trying to kind of get jump started back on course with our Elevated Roots Academy that we're getting up. It's mostly about standardizing, educating people, letting people know to be transparent. Maybe you didn't grow your own flowers. That's okay too. You know what I mean? But just be honest about it. Maybe get to know about it. Get it tested. Don't go out here.
I definitely. I can't wait to see that flourish, because to me, that's just a dope ass idea. The Elevated Cannabis University or whatever.
Elevated Roots Academy. Yeah.
Elevated Roots Academy. I'm sorry, y'all, but definitely a dope ass idea. And my suggestion is, whatever help y'all need getting that jump start, you should definitely ask the cannabis community for it, because it's needed out here. It's definitely needed, man. You know what I'm saying? People need to be educated on what to do, what not to do, what to look out for, and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Share your knowledge and never
even to be more clear about the I-71 law. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
just
Even
so people can watch themselves a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Know the laws.
Yeah.
That could just be the first step, because a lot of these folks out there popping up and they don't know the laws. So as long as we educate ourselves, just at least know the laws.
Here's what's disappointing to me with that is the gray area is so fucking big out here that some people can't seem to get creative enough to where they can't actually get in trouble for it. You understand what I'm saying? So to me, we complain about them busting people and shit, but fuck, y'all making it too goddamn easy for them to bust y'all.
Yeah.
In the first place. Like we said, know the law. You know what I'm saying? The gray area is so fucking big. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna tell you how to hustle. If you can't figure that shit out on your own, man, then you just lost in the sauce, man.
Get creative with it.
Yeah, I mean, I want you to be the victim instead. Better you than me. That's all I'm gonna say. If you don't want to educate yourself, I'm sorry to say it this way, but better you than me. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out here thinking they can do what they want to do. Hey, you can. You got the balls. You big and badass. You think you can go against our motherfucking government? Do it. Fuck. A lot of people done tried. I ain't seen none succeed yet, so you keep trying. You fighting a losing ass battle fucking with the government. That's plain and simple. So if you can't take time, and I'm sorry to go on a rampage, but if you can't take time to figure out the law and see the biggest ass gray area the biggest bubble that they done gave you to fucking hustle and you can't figure out without getting busted, then man, that's on you. I'm sorry.
There you go. Give it away
I
for
am
free.
so
man.
sorry. That's on you. Everybody want to be a star, and that's the problem. But at the end of the day, we're going to wrap this up because I did go on a little rampage there. Fridays, thank you for coming through.
Stay dope, y'all.
But with that being said, we're going to get back to growing, man. We're going to bring this wheelhouse back. I love to grow organically. And my next guest also loved to grow organically, but he took it to a whole nother level than what I'm at.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
See, I thought you was like a god at this, you know what I mean?
Nah, I would never claim to be that.
Oh, man.
Nah. I'm decent at what I do. I always got some learning to do.
True.
But like I said, my next guest takes it to the next level because he likes to do K&F.
What you said?
Yep, and he's gonna break that down for you. He doesn't mind being on camera, I believe, so he's gonna be sitting right up here with us.
He said K&F. Is that like KFC's other restaurant or something?
Nah, that stands for Korean Natural Farm.
Ah, okay.
That's what that K&F stands for. So that we're gonna let him set up right quick. We're gonna go to the song right quick. Give us 1 second, 1 minute. He's setting up some rig up here. So when we come back, we'll let y'all see what's going on.
Heavenly Ocean, Girl Scout cookies, Alien Dream, Kim Dog, OG Kush, White Widow, Granddaddy Purple, Green Crack, Bubba Kush, AK-47, Trainwreck, Blue Cheese, Lemon Haze, Strawberry Cove, Super Silver Haze, Blackberry Kush, Master Kush, Skywalker OG, God's Gift, LA Confidential. Buckle your seatbelt, sit back, and enjoy the ride. All I wanna do is smoke my gas. You hating ass niggas never last. Why you busy dwelling on the past? I'm smoking on that pressure, counting cash. All I wanna do is smoke my gas. You hating ass niggas never last. Why y'all busy dwelling on the past? I'm smoking on that pressure, counting cash.
Regular day, this ain't no regular J. This that super unleaded, watch me set it ablaze. I don't even blame you niggas, y'all just set in y'all ways. Don't get jammed up and wake up with a tech in your face. This a marathon, Slim, don't get left in the race. Trump bitch ass, wanna see the death of my race. I'm a OG, that G.O. Sour smelling like B.O. Make you loud, no Neo. Like the pop with my amigo. You can't blaze what I puff, nigga. You used to that huff, nigga. Lemon haze had them stuck, nigga. Baby lungs can't fuck with you. I'm in the building like fuck the system. I'm puffing ism. I'm a fucking menace cause I slumped the witness. When I smoke, don't get you high, so nigga mind your fucking business. Slow down. My bad, in high school I was in high class. Graduated with a 3.5. Now the teachers buy my gas. Ride past 12, middle finger erect. Fuck 'em. DC farmer got a new strain, so we gon' puff it.
All I wanna do is smoke my gas. You hating ass niggas never last. Why y'all busy dwelling on the past? I'm smoking on that pressure, counting cash. All I wanna do is smoke my gas. You hating ass niggas never last. Why y'all busy dwelling on the past? I'm smoking on that pressure, counting cash.
Y'all niggas keep smoking that huff. Man, we smoking that kush, nigga. The hangover kush.
Straight from Niger.
All y'all niggas with the same old games. Keep smoking that bullshit. Toast in this world. Just streaker. I ain't gang, you never die. We out.
Heavenly Ocean, Girl Scout cookies.
Alright, y'all, we back.
You.
And why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Look, y'all. Look.
Yo, what up? Yo, so I go by Rodrigo. You can follow my brand, it's Capital Skunk. So you can see all my grow pictures there and current bud that I'm pressing out with the can of clamp over here.
The can of clamp.
And it's definitely a fun page to follow. Why don't you
Oh,
tell
yeah.
them the page again on IG? I don't think they
it's-
heard you.
It's at Capital Skunk.
Yep. A lot of pretty flowers on that page.
I'm about to go follow right now. Watch this.
So, why don't you go ahead and explain to like I'm gonna let my co-host take over this interview because he does not know nothing at all about KNF.
He said it again. He just said it
All
again.
right, so I don't really follow KNF, but it's like a modified little area versions that I take out because KNF is a lot. Like I don't do the OHN that they do, which is like a special like ferment that they use, like garlic. It's like a bunch of other roots, and I just haven't made that yet.
And that's used for what?
They spray it on the leaves as a foliar, and it creates vigor.
Okay.
Vigor. It makes the plants grow faster and nicer leaves. They get like this nice sheen. They look really pretty. They start praying and stuff. It's really cool what it does to it. I just haven't made it yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said with KNF, you're not using the whole KNF technique. You're pulling parts.
I'm just taking parts from it. Yeah.
So why not use the whole technique?
Oh, I just haven't gotten there yet. You know, I'm just picking at the things that I think would be easiest to recreate.
Okay.
Yeah.
And with this whole technique, do you have favorite parts of it? Is that why you're pulling parts out of it?
Yeah. I like fermenting fruit.
Okay.
For flour is really cool, and then I also re-ferment all of my my male plants. You know, if I don't want to keep it, if I I'll cut it down and I'll ferment it, and then I'll feed it to the females.
Now, how you seen that? I mean, we I laugh. I like that though, because how do you see the results of that?
Oh man, it's cool. It's just nitrogen. You know, it's adding more nitrogen to them. It adds bacteria. You know that. Yeah.
Because as you know, in no-till we do something similar, but we don't turn it into a lab. We actually
kill your male plants and feed them to the females too?
No, I actually just pluck the leaves and throw them on the soil.
Yeah. Okay. I do that when I defoliate.
You know,
so
so
I still follow some of the. I also follow some of the no-till stuff. I don't really do the cover crop though. I just haven't really gotten into it yet. I tried it on my first row, and it worked out really well. But all of my cover crop died. Like 2 weeks into flowering.
Well, see, that's the whole thing. Look, I'm glad you said that. Now, the whole purpose of the cover crop, right? It's like a nitrogen fixation or whatever, right? But at the same time, when you're getting into flower, that's when you want to turn that into green mulch. Meaning that's when you get your hay, lay it down over that cover crop and kill it off into the soil. Yeah. And man, it's perfect for flowering. So, you know, just the fact that the cover crops we do have in our soil, and they will come back every time you start your cycle back again. Throw a few more seeds in there, the old seeds will come back. But at the end of the day, when you do get into flower, you want to throw your hay down. You want to turn that into green mulch to actually feed to your soil.
All that clover feeds the soil again. Yeah. And I could definitely see it, but I don't know, man. Seed. When I bought the seed, I bought it from Instagram, and I just bought like a little bag for $10, and I was like, man, if I'm buying this much for $10, it's not really worth it. And you know, being in the city, so I don't have my car here, so I can't really go to the agriculture store, you know, that's like an hour away, and get a big bag of clover. So, you know, that's what I want to do though, is start using the cover.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
all the time.
We also got a good website that people can go to that does have the same particular problem that you have when you come to finding certain amendments, even cover crops as well, which is buildthesoil.com. And you would definitely get some great product from them, from anywhere from compost, earthworm castings to
they actually have
tea
this
brewers.
Product that's really cool. It's a hemp product. It's a fermented hemp product. It's pretty much what I do with my males, but they do it with hemp.
Right, and they sell a whole kits for that.
Well, it's a bucket, and they also got fermented pumpkin, I think. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, so if I'm to understand this a little bit more better, you don't necessarily really do KNF, but it's more of an organic style in between no-till and KNF.
Right. It's more like what's been referred to as probiotic farming.
Okay.
I heard of that.
Yeah.
And we'll go with that because basically what you're doing is just taking what I'm guessing you're observing as you're growing. So you're seeing to whatever the plants respond to.
Right.
So
I was having a calcium deficiency a couple weeks ago, and I noticed it, so I started making some calcium liquid for it using eggshells and vinegar. And you can watch that video. It's really cool. You can see all the bubbles coming out. It's really cool. Check out the IG, Capital Skunk, for the video. It's gotten a lot of views for my small viewer base.
It's organic. Don't worry about it. So, I mean, but how do you find growing out here in the city? It's been to your style of growing as well. Like,
I mean, I started with newts. I started with some nutrients at first. You know, I bought, I think it was like the ones that come in like a clear bottle and just are completely colored. And you know, after my first grow doing that in another state, I decided that coming here would be a lot easier to do and try and do it the right way. So I came here and I've read a lot. You know, that was the first thing I did, is like I read a lot, and then I was following one of my friends who moved down to Brazil, and I was talking to him a lot about how he's growing in Brazil, and he's all about the KNF. Like, he follows it religiously. He goes to the forest and he harvests his own IMO. You know, does the bamboo stalks. Just really, if you want to follow him, it's at Auracana, and he's got a great feed too. Great feed, lots of knowledge. He translates a lot of stuff from Portuguese into English and back and forth. It's really cool. You learn a lot if you follow him.
Cool. So, what have been your challenges out here?
Man, my challenges is keeping the light bill low and not using as much water. Cause you know I want to be.
He said the light bill low. That's a hell of a challenge.
Yeah, it really is, man. It really is. You know, Pepco's
How's
expensive.
that's been working out for you?
Pepco is expensive. Pepco's expensive. So I've really dug into you know, the like efficient LEDs. You know, so I went with some quantum boards.
Right.
And those, man, they pump out some light and they stay really cool. Like I can run it for like 12 hours and I can still touch it. My room stays around like 84 without AC.
That's cool.
It's amazing.
Now, how close do those light gotta be to the plants?
Yo, so I keep them a little bit away because you know, they're supposed to be between 12 and 24. So during flower, I bring them down and to get more light penetration. But then during veg, I have them about 18 to 24 inches away from the canopy.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, El General, how you feel about LEDs?
Well, I don't like none of them, to be honest with you, but I supplemental lighting and all that, that's what I'm working on. So, like he said with the electric bill, it ain't no joke, man. He wasn't lying when he said that. So, I'm trying to neglect that whole situation and just cut him out the whole bill, period. You feel what I'm saying?
It's the thing about growing organic and following this type of growing is that it's very cheap, you know. So that's how I keep my costs low, is by reusing the soil and adding amendments that can last me for, you know, years pretty much if I use it right.
Yeah, and that's a third of your cost of growing right there. But you don't even have to worry about your soil anymore.
Yeah,
and the older your soil get, the better it is. I don't know if that holds true for KNF.
I've read some people who have like 50 cycles on the same batch of soil.
Yeah.
Is this like your no-till soil?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is not no store-bought soil. You couldn't.
Nah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I bought mine from Big Worm at Cannabis. He's got
but see, that's somebody that actually made a no-till soil. But he mean like Fox Farm and all that other stuff.
Nah. So like, no.
I mean, but why would you though? I mean, to be honest,
does their kit though. They sell you the kit that has like all the amendments for how much you're gonna like make. You know.
But even with that, like,
Coots mix is what they call it.
My suggestion,
big ups to Coots.
My suggestion would be to actually source all this on your own, and you wouldn't believe how cheap it actually is, or how low cost it actually is.
Yeah.
To source good quality material in its raw format.
Sometimes it takes time though. Like, I hate going to the hydro store and sourcing it, but you know,
sometimes
that's the quickest and easiest. Even if I have to ask them, or even if I go online and I order it. But I really like buying local. You know, I really like supporting the local shops. So if you want to hit me up to know what I buy, hit me up.
And the thing with no-till is once you build your soil, that's like the most important part right there, man. Once you get that life built.
I heard Good Hope has like all of the organic stuff that we use. That's where you go to, right?
Yeah, I definitely go to Good Hope. There's a couple nurseries out here I touch as well.
I haven't thought about that.
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
That's like so obvious. I don't know why I didn't think about that.
Like when you said you had the problems with the cover crop, man, you go to some of these nurseries, man, you get like a 10-pound bag of white clover, crimson clover, whatever clover you want. It costs you about $10 for a 10-pound bag.
There we go.
I mean, how that's gonna last you forever.
Yo, I am so mad at myself for not thinking of that.
We also use
Isn't that so obvious? Go to a nursery.
you know, like another amendment we use is malted barley.
Well,
Yeah.
You get that for $1 to $1.25 a pound.
Yeah.
A pound.
And that does what for your soil?
That helps produce enzymes for your soil organic matter into the soil. It produces enzyme to the organic matter to the soil for all the microorganisms to feed off of. And then therefore they eat that, they either die or shit it out, and that's how they feed it back into the plant. I mean, I don't mean to sound raw, but this is what's actually happening.
Yeah, it creates a mycelium mat too sometimes.
Yeah,
if it's like effective, and that's how you know it's working.
Psyllium map.
Yeah, it's like this white thing. It's really cool. But yeah, I do a lot of you do the SSTs. You mess with Mountain Organics, right?
Yeah, I do. I mess with Mountain Organics. I do seed sprout teas, but I only do seed sprout teas basically in the beginning part of my runs.
Okay.
So like now I'm getting ready to run again. I just built my soil back up, and I added new soil to it. So yes, I am going to feed them tea to boost the microbial life a little bit faster.
Yeah, bet.
But the more cycles that go and the more cycles that runs past.
Are you not supposed to foliar with it though?
You can foliar feed. No,
because it could feed them more if you feed it to.
Yeah,
the
you
foliar,
could.
right?
You could definitely foliar feed. Use them as what some say pesticides or whatever. IPM I call it. But
I mean, supposedly those enzymes help even if it's done foliarly a lot.
But the point I was making though was that after your second or third cycle from that point on, you don't have to really make any more teas. You more so top dressing with the materials that you would make teas out of. So if you want to use earthworm casting, top dressing into the soil, malted barley, like I just said, millet, top dressing into the soil. You know that at a point it comes to where you fall back because you could be oversaturating your soil.
Do you have to test your soil using the like no-till stuff?
No, I don't have to test my soil at all. It's advised to get your soil tested, and if you can do it, but in the no-till process,
are there any places here in DC that do it?
I think I don't know.
Or is it just the universities that do it?
I'm thinking the universities, but I think Big Worm. Also, I think Big Worm says Steep Hill does it as well. I'm not sure. Cool. So I think Steep Hill also takes care of that. But man, like I was saying, in the no-till environment, or even the K&F environment, or the mixture of organics, the whole point of it is to be self-sustainable or regenerative, meaning that you keep using this soil over and over. Once you build it the first time, like I said, that's it. You just keep using it over and over and over again. When it's time to cut your plants down, you chop them down at the bottom of the base. Don't pull it out. Don't pull your roots out. Don't pull your root ball out or anything. You cut the plant at the bottom of the base.
This is to reuse the soil.
Yeah, and then you plant your next clone, seed, or whatever next flower it is you plant it right next to that plant you just chopped down and don't even worry about it.
Okay.
That's it. That's simple because the microorganisms in the soil, along with the worms in the soil, are going to tear them roots apart. That's food. That's food for the soil. And then in the place of where the roots were, they leave pathways, which are air pockets or waterways. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So it all works together. It all works with each other.
I can fuck with it. Instead of going to like your local wherever store and getting a $20 bag of Fox Farm every so often, you can do this no-till.
Yeah.
Create your own soil and save yourself some money.
And that's what less cost you.
It's hard to convince people about it though, because a lot of my clients in the city, they much rather just go buy the bag because they say it's easier and. A lot of the times, it is.
Now, go buy them. It's easier. Why not?
Let me see. The things with the bag is that they don't have everything you want.
I've been told that before.
They're not going to have everything you want, so you have to amend it into the soil.
Because they make it so that you have to use their newts too.
Yeah.
Fox Farm also sells newts, so they want you to buy that mycorrhizal from them.
I'm one of those. I'm a
fish emulsion from
stay
them.
in line with what they said to do for the best result.
And that's what they want you to do.
Because
they want you to stay in
To
line.
do that. Yeah, that's exactly right. Stay in line.
Okay, you bought that. Your next step is to buy this. You see what I'm saying? So that's how that pretty much work. But I don't let time run away for this. We got another guest coming in to talk about, because I promised we was going to talk about the arts and the culture of our community as well that's going on today. So, let's give, he also represents, if I'm correct or not, no? Oh, okay. Well, look, we ain't got that much time. I think they done left the building. So we're going to keep talking, growing then. We catch up with the culture next episode or next time we get our guests on. It happens sometimes, man, when we talk about growing. So,
goes, yeah. But, so what do you have planned right now? How are those seeds that I gave you? Are they working? They going in?
Those was actually platinum rose. They're doing great.
Yeah.
Now what happened was I did have a hiccup with a lot of the seeds that I planted, because I've been so fucking busy doing this and doing that. I forgot to water my trays today, man. So a lot of the seeds didn't make it. Yours did for sure.
Yeah, that's called vigor, baby. What's up? Big ups to the original breeders.
It's definitely a few seeds that didn't make it, but the ones that did make it, I'm excited about, which is a lot of the Mountain Organic strain. Yours, the 9-pound hammer made it. A few Cinderellas made it.
That 9-pound hammer is amazing.
Yeah.
Shout out.
The few Cinderellas made it. The strain I got from Brown Guy by way of Team HSO, all 5 of those made it. So it's a few strains that I'm excited about. And I'm gonna throw some more seeds down there too, man, because I need to test them. I got enough to actually plant in one whole bed.
Yeah.
But I know when I do the testing that some of those numbers are gonna fall back, so I'm gonna go ahead and plant some more seeds.
Yeah, are you gonna sex all of them?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up, man. I haven't used the services yet, but I got so many clones right now that I need to. I mean, so many different strains going that I need to. I have like 3 different strains, and it's time to get rid of some.
Yeah, shout out to Farmer Freeman too, man, because I think it is important, like especially when people are limited to the space that they have to grow. Man, just go ahead and get them set.
How important it was until now, because now I'm like second flower chamber, and I have too many of these ones that I think aren't female. I need to know for sure.
Right.
Before I flip them.
And that's the beauty of that, man. Unless you plan ahead of time, period.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? It
takes
the guesswork out, period.
I'm real bad at planning. I just kind of get bored one day, and I'm like, I'm gonna plant some more seeds.
and then the reason I also decided to go that route is I'm planting in a raised bed, so
yeah,
I don't want no ball spots. You know what I'm saying? It'd be crazy for me to just drop seeds in a raised bed or drop plants in a raised bed that I don't know the sex of. And then I'm having ball spots because I got to pull out plants.
Yeah, your canopy's just completely messed up from that.
Yep.
And then you got to extra veg them or something, or hope for the best.
See,
so
with that right there, I'd just be convinced to no-till grow. If I could drop seeds everywhere and have a sprouting garden like that,
yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what you're doing, man.
Yeah, man, you gotta check
Instead
out.
of having pots,
you gotta check out the no-till
Yeah.
tag on IG, man. There's some great grows on that. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, you got like he was saying, Mountain Organics, man. He have 100 gallon pot and drop about 50 seeds in there, man. And that's how he do his pheno hunting. Then from the 50 seeds, they're all a pop, but then he'll start to cuddle them down, meaning he'll start to take out the ones he don't like.
The ones that he thinks might be male,
right?
Because you can kind of tell sometimes. Yeah. It's hard though, man. It's hard to tell a male sometimes.
Well,
interesting night.
Yeah, definitely interesting night. Thank you for coming through and speaking growing with us tonight.
Yo, anytime,
I see you had the reg up there. Was we dabbing? What happened?
Yeah, we were dabbing. We just got
We got 5 minutes, y'all.
All right, we dabbing.
We could get us a 5-minute dabbing. I'm gonna see what's Stoner gonna do the Stone, because Stoner's the dabber, man.
Let's go.
So he gonna let us know what's the dab about, because Stoner's the dabber over here.
Yo, I love dabbing.
Love that.
I'm still trying to get used to it, man.
I was a flower dude, and I'm still a flower dude because you can like grow it, do whatever you want
flowers
to
are
it.
The best, but dabbing's so effective,
man.
So effective.
One hitter quitter. Get the job done effectively one time.
And and we was mentioning with the raised bed, I got 2 of those going, right? The other raised bed is gonna be all clones. So definitely we're seeking out some more clones. We already got them half filled up already.
That's nice.
But any local growers out there that definitely want to see they strain grown and the process be videotaped with your strain, hit my DM. Let me know what you got, what you working with. Make sure they clean. I definitely fuck with you. And if you're charging, let me know. Don't think you want them cut winners and throw them fat ass prices on your shit though, because I ain't gonna fuck with you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real. So I'm promoting you, and you gonna promote me or whatever. If you got some clones you want me to grow,
Trade off, yeah.
I'm starting next week. Let me know. Definitely holler at me if you got something that y'all want to see in my grow room.
So what you got right now that you just, the one thing you just can't, okay, I can't wait for this to finish.
What you mean?
Like plant-wise, strain-wise.
I'm excited for the one I'm calling Strawberry Jesus. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it. Cause that's the Strawberry Super Male cross with Jesus OG.
Okay.
So that's what I'm excited about. They ain't giving no name, so I'm gonna call it Strawberry Jesus.
All right, I'll be your
I like that name. I like that name. Strawberry OG,
Yeah.
Strawberry Jesus.
Yeah, and that's the one I'm excited about. So, yeah, what we got going on here though?
All right, man. Go ahead and take this dab. Go for it. So this is some rosin from some flower that I grew. Oh, did we gotta get too cold?
Yeah, you got too cold.
Oh, that's too bad. Let's redo that then.
Hey man, hold up, man. You ain't need to see. Look, he got the strong lungs.
He want me to die. All right.
He got the strong lung because I ain't hear him call. And
You want me to die up here?
shout out to the chat for sure,
What up,
and
man?
definitely shout out to Underground Organics, man. I definitely got your text, and I'm gonna definitely be grabbing some of them cuts from you. See, that's how quick they done got to me, man. Shout outs to Underground Organics, man. I'm gonna definitely look you up on that. So you gotta do it again now, cause that wasn't enough for Stoner. Hey, we gonna roll on out, man. That's it for the day. Stoner gonna let you know the review on this plant that he grew out with this dad, and he's gonna let the people know what it hit on last week, cause we ain't got enough time. We gonna see y'all next week, y'all.
I'll let y'all, man. One.
Man, we smoke.